Man, I miss making these videos. Here we go. This is me 4 weeks before starting TRT. Look at that belly. I was ahead of the curve back then. Isn't there a bodybuilder that says, it's all about the stretch? That's not what he meant. I was 215 and a half pounds there, but I don't know how fat I was because I didn't have one of these squeezy things. This is 1 year and a day after my first shot. I weighed 226 and a half pounds there. That's an 11-pound gain. I don't know how much of it was muscle, but in my eyes, I look bigger, leaner, and more muscular. And remember, I'm only taking 160 milligrams of testosterone per week. Here are the fat numbers from the 226-pound caliper test. I know they aren't much more accurate than a scale for overall fat because they can't account for visceral fat. And I have a lot of visceral fat. This was me right before my colonoscopy. If you're unfamiliar with that process, look this stuff up. All you need to know about this stuff is, the nurse said, even if you're pooping clear water, you need to finish the whole jug. If that wasn't bad enough, during the 2-hour break in the middle, I had to take 4 laxative pills. I was so disappointed when I only lost 1.5 pounds. So as you can see, that 14% fat number clearly isn't right, but at least it gives me a number. On to my workout. I did the workout that I posted in vid 10 up until a couple of weeks ago. It was still working and I was slowly progressing, but I wanted to start doing something a little more arm-centric. I'm going to do the arm workout for a few months. If it works and these T-Rex arms start growing, I'll post a video about it. Because my diet has been a higher carb and lower fat diet, adding simple sugars to increase my calories might not have been the best idea for me. It seems I might be making myself a little insulin resistant. This was after a solid 12-hour fast. I have since switched to replacing some of my carbs with polyunsaturated and monounsaturated fats. Those are fancy words. And unfortunately, neither one means butter. That's not cool. Who knows what kinds of problems it will cause, but I guess I'll find out. On to supplements. I will cut to the chase. Other than my vitamins, the only 2 supplements I am taking now are betaine and citrulline malate. The only other supplement that worked that I hated to quit taking was creatine monohydrate. When I stopped taking it, I did lose a few reps off my sets. Unfortunately, it was interfering with the hydrochlorothiazide I started taking for my blood pressure. Given I was taking 10 grams of creatine a day instead of 5, but without the creatine, my diastolic pressure came down an average of 10 points. That creatine had to go. And finally, that fancy 6-foot skylight I put over my bed back in the spring, here's the finished routed trim pictures that I said I would show. I plan on adding a DIY and review channel if I can ever get caught up. But as you can see, it ain't looking good. Thanks for watching and have a great day.